Bowlers, welcome to Copper Drop October edition. This is a video series we've been running for a few months where we show you guys the latest and greatest bowling deals. In past months, we focused on bowling balls, but this one, we're also going to include bags and shoe deals. In honor of Amazon's Prime Days in October, big haul days, I believe, a lot of bowling retailers are putting on some crazy deals. So today, in a video sponsored by bowling.com, amazing shout out to them. They're going to be sponsoring a couple videos coming up on the channel, so make sure to stay tuned for those. They're going to be showing us some of their greatest deals that are going on for these next couple of days. Again, huge shout out to them. They have a couple codes that you can use to try to get a little bit of extra money back. They have on the screen Fast 10 and Instant 5 for either $10 or $5 off your order, so you can get these bowling balls that I show even cheaper. But let's get right into it. Remember, if you enjoy seeing some of the latest and greatest bowling deals, make sure to subscribe. But otherwise, let's get into our October edition of Copper Drop. Starting us off a little bit weak is going to be the strong and smooth category. There's only one bowling ball on this list. That's the Rotogrip XL. Not the greatest deal in the world because there's other really good, strong and smooth balls on the market. I've been saying drop the XL for a little while now. Is it worth it? Yes, if you're rev dominant. If you're speed dominant, if you're balanced, there's many better options for you out there. I'd recommend just spending a little bit of extra money for an Equinox Solid, for an Ion Max, RST Hyperdrive if you want to stay in the Storm Camp. Other categories you want to go like a Mesmerize, you want to go like a Criterion, like a Jackalonic, something like that, because the XL is fine. It's always been okay. The Equinox Solid is really taking its place, and it seems like a better choice right now because the cover is a bit stronger. But if you want to get a really cheap, strong, and smooth ball, this is an insanely cheap option. Arguably the cheapest strong and smooth ball on the market today. Now, this isn't really where the meat of the video is. We're going to slowly ease into that, but next we're going to the strong and sharp category for two bowling balls that have been discontinued and one that is probably getting discontinued pretty soon, but is on the cheapest deal we've ever seen. First of all, Atlas Hybrid and Crusher Hybrid. These two bowling balls are still available. Atlas Hybrid, as we mentioned in past videos, a good Columbia 300 strong and sharp ball. Acts more like a pearl than a solid bowling ball. Overall, pretty decent ball, pretty well selling ball for them. Crusher Hybrid, still a good ball, just unfortunately had some of the worst marketing done due to it having the original Crusher do so poorly and it being a hybrid. So it was an odd choice, but unfortunately, this Crusher Hybrid did not get much love. It's a good ball, just didn't get much love on the market. The next one is surprising. The One Reverb is coming in at $140. We just had the One Ovation get released, and that's a little pricier than this, but the One Reverb is now on a little bit of a discount because you have the Ovation. This Reverb probably isn't going to get much love. You'll want the latest and greatest one. This ball was pretty good. Massive, massive core, but the cover feels a little weaker than it should. I had a lot of really positive comments about this ball in my video on the One Ovation. So if you want something similar, just a little bit quicker than what you saw in the One Ovation videos that have been going around the internet, this can be a pretty good option. Also, $140 for a strong and sharp ball for the strongest ASIM core in bowling. Pretty okay price. But let's keep going into some of the bigger deals. This page is wild to me. This page is absolutely nuts. I'm actually planning on picking up one or two of these deals. First of all, Game Breaker 5 Solid at the cheapest price it's ever been at $120. Last couple of months, I've been saying that the GB5 Pearl has been super cheap for no reason at all. Now the Solid version is saying, I'm going to join you down there at 120 bucks. So the Game Breaker 5 Solid is at $120 right now. Crazy, crazy deal. This ball is usually around $140 to $145. I don't know why Game Breakers are always so cheap. Now it's even on bigger discount. This is one of the best Brunswick medium and smooth bowling balls. I might argue the best. It's probably top two. This and the Stealth Mode are both fantastic. But below it, we have another medium and smooth bowling ball, a newer one on the hammer side with the hammerhead. This one's weird. This ball's $132 right now for the deals. I don't know why it is. It's a good ball. I thought it'd be stick at that 150, 160 price range, but it is a little bit lower right now. Really good bowling ball, a little bit quicker than your Game Breaker 5 Solid. So if you spin the ball a little more, higher axis rotation, and you want to pick one of these up, I'd recommend the Hammerhead over the I'd recommend the GB5 Solid over the Hammerhead. If you're a little more up the back of the ball, go with a Hammerhead instead of the GB5 Solid. I think that would be a better play for you. These are two crazy good deals. Don't go for something like the C300 Pulse because that's $60 more than both of these bowling balls for now. So I'd recommend looking at these two, especially if you need that good benchmark ball. Speaking of benchmark, the only motive deal on this list, actually second only motive deal, and it's insanely cheap, is the Primal Shock. The Primal Shock is now at $128. This ball's really good. Retailed at $200. The Primal Ghost just came out, which is a stronger, smoother version, but this ball was loved by a lot of people. Very shocking to see this one do poorly. Now, it's not doing poorly, I should say. The reason it's on sale is it's been discontinued for a couple of months now, so they're trying to make room for other new bowling balls coming out. And now that the Primal Ghost is here, Primal Shock probably won't do that well with the last couple that are out there in the world. Now it's at $128. Really cool price. That's the one I'm really planning on picking up, is that Primal Shock. I've wanted to throw one for a while. This gives me the perfect excuse to try throwing one. Now, do I need an excuse to spend more bowling balls or spend more money on bowling balls? That's up for debate. You can ask my credit card that. Let's go over to the medium sharp list, though. This is where there's a lot of stuff going on. We actually have two lists for the medium sharp category. First of all, 6 big deals here, most of them being on Brunswick bowling balls. You're going to notice a theme again, Brunswick bowling balls. There's so many more that come out, so they're going to be on sale a lot more often. Starting on the top, I've mentioned this one many times, GB5 Pearl, $120, one of the best medium sharp balls from the Brunswick lineup. Highly, highly recommend that one. That one's fantastic. Right underneath it is the pink ball, the Optimum Idol Pearl, which has been discontinued for a while, is now down to $123. It's a good ball. Again, I've mentioned that a few times on the channel. It's very similar to something like a Zen 25, so it's in that stronger medium and sharp range. Do you need it if you have a Zen? No. If you want something, though, in that range and you don't have a Zen or you don't have a stronger symmetrical ball in that slot, this can be a good option. If you guys remember my Optimum Idol Glow video from a week or so ago, this ball is the exact same thing, just different colorway. Then, moving down the list, though, the Ebonite Real Time at $120. This one was set up for failure from the start because the Big Time didn't do very well, and then they came out with a shiny solid version. The ball's good. I had it on my top 5 league bowling balls from Brunswick list, but it's down to $120. So if you need a good bang for your buck and in your league arsenal, the Real Time could be a really good play. It is right on the edge of medium smooth and medium sharp because it is that shiny solid. It's not a pearl like almost everything else on this list. Still a good ball. It has really been underappreciated over the last 6-ish months since it's been released. So exciting to see it on sale so that more people hopefully can be able to try it out and pick it up. Now, moving on to the next one. This is shout out to my guys from X in the Pit who really love this ball because I don't love this ball at all. But the Cypher Pearl is already on sale at $126. This ball just did not make a splash at all. The regular Cypher was good. It was a really good lefty ball, really good on the PWBA tour. The Pearl wasn't very well liked off the rip. It just didn't get any love because there were some other better releases that came out at the time. But now you can try your own for $126. Remember, really high RG. It's going to hook really, really late and be a little bit smoother than a lot of other Pearls on the list. Going down to the next one, this is, again, probably top 3 medium and sharp bowling balls from Brunswick, with the GB5 Pearl being on that list as well, is the Crown Victory down to $134. This is a shiny hybrid bowling ball, and it really is kind of like a melee jab, but a little bit quicker down lane. We have someone at our pro shop who absolutely adores this and actually has 2 of them now because he liked it so much, and he's not a guy that drills 2 of a certain ball that often. The Crown Victory is looking really good. A lot of people really do like it right now as that weaker option. It could even be the bottom ball in your bag if you're a tournament bowler. It looks good at league. It is very quick down lane, so keep that in mind if you're picking that ball up. Overall, though, it is one of Brunswick's best. It's probably on the Brunswick side of things, top 2. I'd say this and the Vaporize are 1 and 2 right now for Brunswick specifically, but overall, really good ball. Moving on is the most marketed bowling ball in Columbia's history, it seems like, and that is the Ricochet Pearl, is down to $140. Ricochet Pearl was fine. It was medium strength. Now, is it the best one on this list? No, but it's good to a lot of people. It's got that throwback to it. So if you threw old Ricochets, this could be a good, cheaper way to actually pick one up and get that little bit of a nostalgia factor. The ball's fine. It's nothing great, nothing terrible. It's just okay. It's unfortunately the most expensive one on this list, so I'd recommend some of the others before the Ricochet Pearl. Unless you want that like shiny, sparkly, all black bowling ball, then go nuts. But let's go over to the other two weekend sharp bowl, medium and sharp bowling balls. I almost forgot about these. Scorpion Strike, my personal favorite medium sharp ball from 2024, down to $112. We're trying to get rid of inventory for this ball all across the internet, but we can't do it. No one's picking this ball up anymore, but $112 is a pretty decent price for it. That's the lowest we've seen so far. Ultimate Wrecker then, again, is on this list at $118. It's disappointing this ball didn't do better than it was, but there's so many bowling balls in that category from Storm, so I guess it's totally fair. Weak and Smooth and Urethane list. Everybody, I know I'm kind of excited to see this ball on this list. I'm not picking one up, but I know a lot of you guys like it, and that's the Torpedo Direct Hit. The Torpedo Direct Hit is down to $120, retailed at $140, down to $120 for this sale. So I don't recommend this ball to my most mortal enemy, but hey, a lot of people like it, so go nuts. But then the Rattler NU, if you are worried about the USBC's new bans on urethane, here's a cheap urethane for you. Actually, the cheapest on the market at $84. The ball's good. It's not banned in USBC stuff. All USBC's banned. So if you need a ball for nationals, there you go. But it is, we're still trying to get rid of inventory across the internet again. And it's only $84 right now. That's the cheapest ball on this list so far. Let's go finally to the weak and sharp category. 4 bowling balls on this list, 3 from Storm actually. First one, Storm Typhoon, down to $122, just slowly keeps inching downwards. Kind of surprising there. Lightning Blackout is still on this list, down to a price that you could actually pick it up at $112. Much better price for that bowling ball because it is that super tiny, basically hustle core with that insanely strong pearl cover stock. Hammer Anger, we've talked about in the past. Really high RG, higher differential. If you want some kick down lane, that's going to be a ball for you at $134. That's on the upper end of weak and sharp. And then we have the HyRoad 40, crazily enough at $118. I've already picked up this deal. I already put holes in my HyRoad 40 because this deal has been kind of on and off for a little while now, but now it's going to fully be at that $118 price for the prime days that are going on. Out of this list, HyRoad 40 is the one you want to look at. That's probably the best weak and sharp ball on the market right now. And now, like I said, we aren't just covering bowling balls. We are also going to be covering a couple bag and shoe deals because we had a couple of viewers who asked for these. So to those guys, here are a couple of the better bag and shoe deals that are going on right now. I have 3 shoe deals and a bag deal, and there's a lot more on bowling.com's website, so make sure to go check that out. I only covered some of the ones that I had to be a little surprised at that they were this cheap. Starting off the top, Dexter SST6 Hybrids. This is a really good shoe. This is a shoe that I always recommend for someone who wants interchangeables but doesn't want to spend much money because it's usually about $140 to $150 down to $120. And one thing to keep in mind with bags and shoes is this is what I was told from a lot of the higher ups in the bowling world is that this is the lowest price we're going to see for bags and shoes probably for history now. The tariffs caused a massive spike with bags and shoes, and even if the tariffs completely vanish, these prices will still stay the same, if not even go higher for the next coming years. So this is a good time to pick up that new pair of shoes, that new bag, because prices will continue to increase. Going down the list, we have the KR Strikeforce TPC Fiestas. Also, the Midnights are on this. They're an all-black version of this shoe. $90. This is interchangeable. Really comfy shoe. I'm a big fan of KR shoes. I actually have a pair. I have a pair of Gladiators, a little bit pricier, but still great. $90 for those guys. If you want some entry-level shoes, if you're just getting into bowling for the first time, the Dexter Wyomings and a lot of entry-level shoes are dirt cheap right now. $46 for a pair of shoes for bowling shoes is kind of wild to me. Usually they're going to be $60 to $90 for a brand new pair of just beginner shoes. And then finally, we have a bag deal with a triple tote. I never get the names right, but triple roller for a Vice 3-ball bag, $85. These are the bags that I actually use. I used one of the brighter ones on the picture, but they have a billion different colorways. This is the one that I use for tournaments because it's just easy to fit in your car. This also is easy to travel with, to fly with, because if you put 3 15-pound balls in it, it is under 50 pounds. You don't get overcharged for it. So these are the bags I highly recommend. Mine has held together really well so far, and it's been about a year. So if you need a new 3-ball bag, this is going to be a great option for you. They also have deals for singles and doubles, but I was looking out for my tournament guys out there and for our 6-ball arsenal that you have 2 3-ball bags. Here's a really good option for you. But with that, that was a lot of deals that I threw at you in a very short amount of time. So let me know if you have any questions about these deals. The Prime deals fit from Tuesday, October 7th until Thursday, October 9th. So make sure to go hit some of these deals if you want to grab some of this equipment earlier rather than later. I can't promise that stock will stay in for very long, that quantities will be high. I assume some of these crazy deals are going to go away pretty quickly, so make sure to pick up yours while you still can. Otherwise, we're going to have another copper drop, of course, every month within the first 10 days of the month. You will be seeing a video just like this one. You guys love these videos. I'm really glad that you guys enjoy these deal videos because we always want to hunt a good deal in bowling. Bowling can get a little bit pricey, so we want to get some of the cheaper options out there. You guys do enjoy this, you want to see any changes to these videos, make sure to let me know down below in the comments. Make sure to drop a subscription if you haven't. Again, huge shout out to bowling.com for the new sponsorship. We have a lot of really cool things coming with bowling.com in the future. Make sure to stay tuned. Make sure to go check them out for any of your latest and greatest bowling needs online. Otherwise, thank you for watching. I'll see you on the next one.